Hey, Jason here from Simply Swider. So, if you're shopping for a top load washer and getting confused about impeller versus agitator models, don't worry. In this video, I'm going to break down exactly what you need to know to make the right choice. After years of repairing both types, I can tell you they each have their strengths and weaknesses. Before we get started, if you run into any questions, jump into our Facebook group. Links in the description. We've got thousands of people helping each other fix their appliances, and I pop in there daily to help out. All right, so what exactly is this impeller thing? You can see on the screen right now how it sits at the bottom of the wash drum. It's designed like a low-profile cone or disc. Here's how impellers work. They spin to create a powerful water current that gently moves your clothes around, washing them against each other instead of beating them against a central post. I've worked on hundreds of these over the years, and what I've learned is that they're all about being gentle on your fabrics while still getting things clean. The impeller basically generates this swirling water action that lifts and tumbles your clothes in a more delicate way. This design has been around since the 1960s, believe it or not. Manufacturers were trying to solve the problem of clothes getting beaten up by traditional agitators. Don't ask me how I know this, but the impeller approach gives you way more space in your drum since there's no tall central column taking up room. Now let's talk about agitators. And trust me, these are completely different animals. You can see right here on this model what we're dealing with. That tall spindle right in the center of the drum with fins or vanes on it. Here's how these work. The agitator grabs your clothes with those fins, pushes them down into the water, then lifts them back up. It's this constant up and down twisting action that creates the cleaning power. This aggressive washing action might seem harsh, but that's exactly what gives agitators their superior cleaning power on tough stains. These things have been the workhorses of laundry rooms since the early 1900s. We're talking over a century of proven washing action here. Now, here's something you got to watch out for. Tyler and I see this all the time in our repair work. Some manufacturers are making what we call fake agitators or AG-pellers. If the agitator comes out easily or the marketing says it's removable, you're probably looking at an impeller hiding underneath a decorative post. Let's get into the nitty-gritty about which one's going to last longer because nobody wants to replace their washer every few years. From my experience working on both types, impellers are typically made from injection molded plastic or stainless steel in the higher end models. The beauty of impellers is they've got fewer moving parts, which means less stuff can break down over time. They're also more energy efficient, which puts less strain on the motor and components. But here's where it gets interesting because impellers are gentler. Sometimes you need to run extra cycles for really tough stains, and more cycles means more wear over time. Now, agitators have this reputation for being bulletproof, and in many cases that's true. I've seen Speed Queen and Whirlpool agitator models that just keep going and going, but brand really matters here. I've noticed some manufacturers don't build their agitators like they used to. The thing with agitators is they've got more mechanical components, gears, dogs, couplers, and each one of those is a potential failure point. My honest take after years of repairs, both can last a long time with proper care, but agitators might have a slight edge in the durability department if you get a good brand. This is where the rubber meets the road. How well do these things actually clean your clothes? Impeller washers are the gentle giants of the washing world. They're fantastic for delicate fabrics. They give you tons of room for bulky items like comforters, and they use way less water. We're talking 20 to 30 gallons per cycle compared to agitators. But here's what I've learned from customer complaints. Impellers can struggle with really set-in stains and heavily soiled clothes. The gentle washing action just doesn't create enough friction sometimes. You might need to pre-treat stains or run a second wash cycle, adding 30-60 minutes to your laundry time. Agitator washers are the opposite story. These things are stain-fighting machines. All that physical agitation creates serious cleaning power for grass stains, food spills, you name it. I remember this guy who called me because his new impeller washer wasn't getting his work clothes clean like his old agitator model did. Problem was, he needed that aggressive washing action for his dirty job. The downside, agitators can be rough on delicate fabrics. They take up drum space with that center post and they use more water. If you're dealing with lightly soiled office clothes and delicate fabrics, an impeller's your best bet. But if you've got kids playing sports or a job that gets you dirty, you probably want that agitator power. Now, let's talk about what happens when these things break down because they will eventually. With impellers, the simpler design usually means fewer repair headaches, less moving parts, less stuff to go wrong. Plus, they use less water, so you get less mineral buildup and limescale issues. But when impellers do fail, sometimes the whole unit needs replacing, and that can get expensive. I've replaced impeller assemblies that cost almost as much as fixing an entire agitator mechanism. Agitators are a different story. They've got more components that can wear out, like the agitator dogs, drive couplers, and transmission parts. But here's the silver lining: because agitator technology has been around forever, parts are usually cheap and easy to find. I can walk into any parts supplier and get agitator dogs for most models. The key with both types is proper loading. Don't overpack impeller washers because that messes with the washing action, and don't wrap clothes around agitators because that'll break the drive components. Load them right, and you'll avoid most of the common problems I see. Let's talk money because your budget's probably going to be the deciding factor here. Impeller washers typically cost more upfront. You can see on the screen right now the price ranges for different brands, and impellers are consistently higher. But here's where it gets interesting. Those higher upfront costs can actually pay off over time through lower utility bills. The water and energy savings add up to roughly $100 per year if you're doing four or more loads weekly. Agitator washers are generally more budget friendly right out of the gate. You can get into a decent agitator washer for significantly less than a comparable impeller model, but those savings come with higher operating costs. More water usage means higher water bills, and the less efficient designs can cost you more in energy over the long haul. My advice: if you're tight on cash right now and need a washer that works, agitators give you more bang for your buck up front. But if you can swing the higher initial cost and you're thinking long term, impellers might save you money over the years through efficiency gains. That's how you choose between impeller and agitator washers. Bottom line, if you need serious cleaning power for tough stains and don't mind using more water, go with an agitator from a reliable brand like Whirlpool or Speed Queen. If you want fabric care, energy efficiency, and room for bulky items, an impeller washer is your best bet. Both can last for years with proper care and loading. Here's my simple rule: choose agitator if you regularly wash heavily soiled clothes or have a tight upfront budget. Choose impeller if you prioritize fabric care, have mostly lightly soiled loads, or want to save on utility bills long term. If you guys know someone who's shopping for a new washer, please send them the link to this video or a link to my channel where I have tons of other videos showing how to fix pretty common issues with appliances, sometimes for free or as little cost as possible. It sure beats having a repairman come out and spending several hundred for them to fix it when it could be something so simple. If this helped you choose the right washer, hit that like button and drop a comment below. Let me know which type you went with. Really helps other people with the same decision. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. We'll get this out to more folks who need to save some time and money. Thanks for watching, and I hope you guys have a great day.